Alright, we're going rogue this morning. I have this deck of tarot cards that I've had for a million years, and I haven't really tried to read with these. So yeah, we're going rogue. Very strong, like, God energy coming through, which is interesting. Normally I wouldn't associate this particular card with authority, but that seems to be what is popping up. Nothing else is popping up, so I don't know what that's about. Feeling the light on your skin, protecting others, looking out for your group, your people. Implications of some act beyond your control, or maybe you were the one that controlled it. Maybe you are the one that set this act in hand, but there's like further implications spreading out. And you're observing, but you need to watch out for your people, like with the implications of what just happened. The ball dropped. The splash is being felt everywhere. Very interesting. Definitely not where I thought I was going this morning. I feel like this is very much so in reference to politics, which I was not going to get into, but that seems to be what is showing up in the cards this morning, and a lot of repercussions for people. We were flying into the storm. But through it all, remember to find your center. Remember that you are the magician. You can focus your thoughts. If we continue to dwell on all these really horrible things that are happening that we feel like we are out of control of, that's when our focus becomes so focused on the negative. That's when we manifest all this negative things. So not that these things are even within our control, because this is like a really wide aspect reading of what is currently going on in our political state, regardless of what side you view. When we focus too hard on things, we forget our own magic. So if we're having a hard time, if the implications of things that are happening are bothering you, it's time to try to find your center. I'm not saying to ignore what's going on, but it's really important that in these times where things are so in upheaval, it is time for us to go inside ourselves. What is it that Gandhi said? Be the change you want to see in the world. So if you are having so much conflict in your heart and your soul and how you're feeling, it's time to go inside and to process that and try to allow that to bloom into something else, because we are the magician. If we can find our center, our spot, we know what's right from wrong. We know, and when it all boils down to it, we are all one. We are all on this planet together, and as much chaos and craziness is going on, sometimes we need that to create real change. We need to change our view. We are mirroring each other in so many ways right now, and we need to look at that mirror. We need to look at that mirror. We need to stop seeing that our cups are empty, but we really need to look in the mirror. There's so much division, but we really are just aspects of each other. If we really look down to it, we really try to pinpoint it. The battle is waging. The battle is waging. It's there is a way out, though, and I feel like that way out is through yourself, through your own inner magic. That is the only way we're gonna get out of this. But the battle is raging, the lightning is striking, the swords are clashing, and there's blood everywhere, and tangled roots, and we're having such a hard time in this. But there is a way out. And some of us don't feel like we have a way out because we feel like we're the prey. We're not the prey. We are protected. We have golden light around us protecting us. We are able to get out of this situation even if we feel hopeless. And the key to getting out of this situation is by going within. Using our magic to be the change we wish to see in the world. It's a crazy time. It's a crazy, crazy time. But remember, nobody can control your thoughts. Nobody can control your heart. You are sovereign in your soul. Ground yourself. Hold on to the things that you know to be true and the things that you love. They will help you see. They will help you climb to the top of your tree so you can see and you're not so weighed down. And you're not getting all of this rain and ripples of all of this cause and effect. Hang on to the things that are sacred to you in your heart. Climb to the top of your tree and see what else is out there. See who else is climbing to the top of their trees, and join together and watch out for each other. Because that's when the wheel will shift, and we really are all in this together. We really are. We're all in this together. Bird, bear, man, ocean creatures, down to the smallest little rat and mouse. We're all in this together. And it's really easy to lose sight of that, but we really need to go within. Like I said, go within and climb to the top of your tree and see who else is up there in the top of the tree with you. You'll be surprised at how many people are up there. But the power in that is focusing on what we know to be true. We know in our heart that is true. And creating our own magic. And not letting this crazy outside world dominate us. Because, like I said, in our minds, in our hearts, in our souls, we are sovereign. Nobody can tell us what goes on in that. Nobody can tell us what goes on in our body. Nobody can tell us what goes on in our thoughts. These are the places where we are sovereign, and in our hearts, we know what is right. And when we accept that and stop being bombarded by outside sources, that's when we gain the strength to climb up and gather together, because, like I said, we are all in this together. It might seem insane, it might seem crazy that this person you're warring with is in it with you, but when we look past division, when we look past all of these outside influences that are causing us to be in conflict with each other, when we go down to the base of just basic human nature, we are all in this together. And once again, we are all sovereign within our souls. So we all have a right to believe what we believe in, and it's not okay. Some things are not okay, and we know that in our base hearts, but some people haven't been raised with that. And not that it makes it okay, but we need to bring awareness. And how we do that is going within. Not denial, not blocking it out, not anything, but finding our strengths within ourselves and putting that into the world. Instead of putting more fear and hatred and division and things out there. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. But swimming upstream, even though you see cups filled with beautiful water and beautiful things, and you see all this, but you're swimming upstream, you're fighting the waterfall. In hopes of attaining something that you're going to be constantly pushed away from. So slow and steady wins the race. The whirlpool will drown you. Whirlpool will drown you. But there is a strength and there is a grand plan to everything. And even though it seems chaotic and crazy and like we're out of control, there is something in sight. We're missing something, and whoa. Oh. Stop fighting the current. Stop being swayed by the outside. Stop fighting the current, basically. Go inside, find yourself. Everything is going to be okay. It's hard to see that right now. There is a grand plan for things, but we don't know what that is yet. But this is part of the catalyst that we need for true change. So we have to be the catalyst we need for true change. But in order to do that currently, we have to go inside and then bring out our tools into the rest of the world. But we have to find harmony and peace within inside ourselves. And as hard as that seems, that's really the path that we need to be on. And remember, nobody can take your sovereignty away from you. Nobody can take your inside, your soul sovereignty away from you. So just try to flow. Instead of fighting the waves, flow. Yeah, so that's what I got for you guys right now. Definitely not where I was expecting to go. So these cards definitely threw me rope for a minute because that's not usually where I'm at. So have a good day, and we will